Today I'm going to be showing you how to add a super simple reverse vocal effect that'll add some awesome ear candy to your songs. As you can tell, without that effect, the part seems a lot less exciting and it really doesn't bring in the vocal like you'd expect it to. And the vocal, even though it's in the right spot, does kind of feel like it's coming in a little awkwardly because there's nothing else before it. So this vocal also ties in the vocal and adds a little bit of ear candy that excites the listener. So when it comes to making this effect, the first thing you're going to want to do is grab the first word in the phrase that you're going to be grabbing. This can be pretty much any word, but usually it works best at the beginning of a phrase because you're going to want to have a little bit of tail at the beginning and end of this. So I'm going to bring it down to this track right here, and we're going to add that chain that we originally had on the other vocal just so it maintains the same sound. Then we're going to add some reverb. First thing, I love to add reverb on the original sound as is. You can adjust the length if you'd like, especially if it's a shorter part, you may want to pull this down. My part's kind of long, so I'm going to be able to keep it where it's at. And you can also dial in the wet and dry however you'd like. The next thing you're going to want to do is come down to this render in place and click on render settings. You're going to want to choose the channel settings to make sure that you capture the reverb and the compression that you have. And then you're also going to want to make sure that you turn on tail mode because this is going to allow you to add a little bit extra to that file. As you can tell, this is a pretty short file, so if we didn't do that, it would just cut the reverb off randomly, whereas this is going to allow us to have some tail to cut off of the reverb. You can do this at 1 or 2 seconds, or you can do this in bars. So now down here we have this new reverb track, but what we're going to do one more time is add another reverb, except this time we're also going to reverse this original track here. You can also go here and you can click on processes and then reverse, or you can make a key command like I did, which is Shift Command R. And then after you've added that reverb, you're going to want to print this one down and make sure to keep that tail as well. Now that we've got this sound, we're going to be able to reverse this one more time and we've got to our final sound. And now all that's left to do is to line it up with the original vocal and make sure that it sounds good. When it comes to lining up, the biggest thing that you're going to want to focus on is just getting the beginning of the word that you reversed to be lining up with the beginning of the word that's in the song. This just makes it sound like it flows a little bit better, and if it's off, you'll definitely hear it, so it's not something that you're going to have to worry that you're missing. And this is what it sounds like when you've got the final sound. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them down in the comments below or join our free songwriting group on Facebook where you can ask it there. We have a ton of members at all skill levels who would love to help you out. If these tips helped you, be sure to share this video with a friend and have fun songwriting.